proud about it because, you know, then my competitors were like, how many competitors were there? Well, like Samini, you know, them people, you know, but I believe, you know, I proved the point and it's been great, man. I think Shatta Wale has come to stay now.
But unfortunately, you weren't there to pick it up.
I was.
Don't worry, we'll have that discussion at another point. Oh, you were cooking more kunku sounds.
You know, oh, no, but you know, sometimes things happen and you know you go like, you know, it's good. I believe I did certain things in the past that I feel, you know, we're still learning from them. You know, so you know, me not coming for the award doesn't mean I didn't respect it, but I think I was also thinking about the money at that time too.
Definitely.
You know, so it's good.
So rather be in the studio and work hard, churn out more words. It's just like the same with the America one, working, chasing money.
I didn't go for that one too, but it wasn't that I didn't respect.
Exactly,
you know.
exactly. That's understandable. That is understandable. Crystal,
sir.
For 3 or 4 years consistently, you've had Shatta Wale on the Ghana Meets Niger platform.
Yes.
Is it a confirmation that he's our biggest brand when it comes to music right now? So you are afraid that if you take anybody else, the Nigerians might floor him?
You've gone too far. I think, yes, he is one of the top acts to come out of the Ghanaian music industry. And yes, successively for the past couple of years, he's topped the polls in terms of what the audience wants to see. And Ghana Meets Niger is a show for the people. If the people are saying that he's who they want to see, who are we to say no? Yes. So I think it's a combination of what we as industry experts say you know, the variety we need to have with the show. I think every year he's progressively done something different, to which we acknowledge and, you know, we afford him that platform, as well as the people saying that this is who they want to see.
Interesting. I mean, let me bring Chris into it. I'll come back to you. Chris, you're working with probably the most controversial artist in Ghana today. Is it a difficult task?
I want to say it's just like a double-edged sword, which cuts on both ends. I think one of the things I've always said to people who've approached me to ask this question is about...
But you're going to blow for you,
I've always explained to people, I think you need to understand who Shatta is, his psyche, and, you know, what makes him who he is, and, you know, what makes him alternative person as well. For me, I've come to realize that Shatta Wale is the kind of person who has a different kind of vibe and feel. There's been several instances whereby we can take a look at this. Let's say VGMA, whether it's nominated or not, at the end of the day, we need to discuss this. Yes, as a person, he's an individual, he has emotions, and his action and his actions, you know, go a long way to determine what sort of person it is, what a brand is building and all that. But I think over the period, in as much as you work with him, you'd want to make sure there's a middle ground, there's a common ground where you don't stifle his creativity or pull down the sort of energies or what gives him his vibe. So I think it's always about, you know, having a common ground, looking out for what he also wants, as well as combining with what you also think is going to push the brand forward. To be very honest with you, when you take a look at PR, or let's say what you learn in school or what is in the books, when you want to apply with a brand like Shatta, it doesn't really work. I need to be very honest to you, because it's someone who at a point in time feels a particular way. He has a feeling, he wants to do things in a particular way. In as much as you might think this is the appropriate way, you need to sit with him, understand his psyche, what exactly he wants to do, why does he want to do that. Like, it will interest you to know, one of the things I've noticed is most of his decisions he takes is motivated by money or business.
But well, he's already mentioned business already 3 times.
Basically, in as much as you know, we have different artists and what they look out for. What is their objectives in the next 5 years?
He's a businessman. Bottom line.
Basically, yes, he respects the fact that he needs to grow his brand, needs to take it to the next level. But at the end of the day, what's the bottom line?
Let me bring him back into the conversation. Charles, you don't use the Niyama often, right?
Yeah, it's because maybe next time when I'm like 50 years, I'll start using Nyama rebranding.
Because the Nyama is good.
Yeah.
The other Nyama, who's also a musician, also doesn't use the Nyama. Joe Metal. Yeah, he's also Nyama.
Yeah,
you know
I asked him to come and pick that award for me. People think it's for him, but it's mine.
The artist of the year award is oh, because that's a Nyama, and you also then I might as well say it's mine.
Yeah. No, you.
He doesn't say.
I'm trying to see which one you pick for me. I was in Dagbani or something.
That's interesting. That's quite interesting. Okay, now let us go on. What kind of food do you like?
Well, I don't really eat, but and if like today, for instance, I was telling my brother Blade that I want to eat something different, but I didn't know what to eat because I don't really like food. Especially when I wake up and I enter my studio, I don't want to eat. You know, like I just record, and I can record like 5-6 songs a day. You know, because sometimes when I eat, I feel lazy. You know, so I don't know. I've done that for years, so it's always like being like that. Unless yesterday, for instance, I remember I just asked one of my boys to just buy me chocolates, like 4, because I felt like eating chocolates.
So that beats us.
Not really that big, but I feel okay. That's what the mouth needs right now.
Do you like meat?
I like meat very much. You know, but
so you like beef?
Which kind of beef? Industry beef or beef in the kitchen?
Which would you prefer?
I don't like the real beef, but I like industry beef.
Do you prefer industry beef?
You know, it's fun. You know, I was telling somebody people really take beefs, you know, personal, but I see beefs like as something that should be planned. You understand me? So when we're doing it, the public might love it, and you know they might see some educative, you know, thing in it, you know. But when you know you don't understand me, and you know maybe I throw a job, and you know you don't call me, Charlie, this thing is tough for me. Oh yeah, you got to talk to. So I'll go do them. Okay, let's do them. Okay, you know what, you too. You know, I believe.
So which of your beefs is staged, and which one is like real? Something went wrong somewhere.
Well, you know,
I mean, we know the beefs. We know beef with Samini.
Yeah.
We know beef with. Is there beef with Stonebwoy?
No, I don't have a beef with Stonebwoy. But you know,
is there any tension between you and Stonebwoy?
No, the only tension I think will go was on TV one day when, you know, he tried to, you know, take me out from, you know, people he knew when he was growing up, you know, coming up. And, you know, I've been beaten. Like me and Stonebwoy has, like, we got beaten at Medina some time ago, you know. Ajiwa, wow, like, you know, like.
Who beat you?
Oh, you know, I got my new car from a record label, and you know, I picked him up because he was always with me. So I picked him up and we were going on the Medina road, and some driver was trying to cross me. I was like, "Hey, what you mean?" That kind of thing, and you know, the driver came out. And
was that bandana or Shatta Wale?
Bandana.
That was bandana. So he wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to. Bandana, yeah, he's a very crazy guy, you know. So,
but Shatta Wale is not.
Oh no, Shatta Wale is like more matured.
So more matured craziness.
Yeah,
not
compared to, you know, I don't want to get crazy and just over, you know, shadow, you know, the business, you know. That's what I'm saying, you know. With beefs, I feel, you know, we need to really put things on the table well. Like, you know, for instance, I had this thing with Yapono recently, and we spoke about it. I called this team. I called him personally and told him that, yo, you shouldn't try and go that way, because if we have to even go that way, we need to sit down and plan it. You know, but I think people see me like, oh, say, oh, beef, now they out, yeah, popular, you know, so they want to rush and do things. But when you don't ask, like for instance, if I'm a driver always driving to Aflao, and I say, oh, Charlie, if we go Aflao, and one day you come and tell me you want to go to Aflao, you wouldn't know the right route to Aflao, because I always know the shortcut to Aflao. Okay, Charlie, let's pass it. You know, because I'm in the business. You understand me? So sometimes.
More territory.
Yeah, that's my territory. So when you come, you know, Charlie, let's do it like this. You know, this way people, you know, the fans will love it. And I always like to entertain the fans because I want them to feel that, yeah, one, we are educating them, two, we are giving them good entertainment. You know, but sometimes people feel when the controversies come up, I feel some way, and you know, when I like social media, when somebody come and write Shatta Wale, hey, you did, I laugh because you know I believe in real life. You can't see me just on the streets and go like, yeah, you know, yes. So social media is so nice. So beefs are something that I feel people really should sit down and plan about it. You know, it's all business. It's part of the entertainment thing, but don't make it look like scary, you know, and you know, like if you feel you're a good person or you're a good boy. Let's do it. It boosts like the industry, you know.
So you and Samini, was it serious beef or planned?
Yes, Samini wasn't planned. Later on, I met him and told him, you know, all those times that I was, doing these things, I was waiting for this right time to talk to you, because we got some opportunity that could have grabbed us like almost like 300 million Ghana cedi.
Wow.
And I was telling yo, I was doing all these things for us to get to a level like this, but if you had understood me from the beginning, we could have clocked monies before we even get to this level. And that deal didn't go through because... Or
maybe if you had spoken to him from the beginning, that Charlie, I can't go this way.
That's what I'm saying. When I started...
Or sometimes you just pack it.
I thought Samini was a senior to me in the industry. He should have called me, on a level 2 and go like, yo, I'm in this game. I go to a flower every time. What is your problem? I want to go to a flower. If you want to go to a flower, come on. Let me show you how to go to a flower. Oh, no, but I want us to even move to Sugar Copy. That's what I'll be thinking. That I want us to move to Sugar Copy. So how can we go to, okay, we'll go to a flower and return to Sugar Copy, so that when we return there, people will think the fish is ready, but it's not ready. We'll be eating it out. That kind of thing. That's what I think things should be like. But people take things personal. That's what I'm saying.
So business minded.
Yeah,
Crystal, you look like you're in love. What do you love about Shatta Wale?
I have so many questions. Are we allowed to ask questions?
Oh, you can. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no.
Don't look at my face.
Baba,
She's so beautiful. Please. Oh my God. Sorry.
Is Michi watching?
She's in Dubai. That's why I'm feeling free today.
Okay.
But
No,
Oh, no. Equal like.
I commend you for speaking out about that, but with all humility, don't you think it could have been handled where you know that you want to go to a flow, so you engage the artist. This is where I want to head. Let's go together.
Yeah.
I don't know how the whole beef started, but I know it got out of hand.
Yeah.
And with so many impressionable youth following you guys, I don't think you both utilized it to the best way that you could have. Money aside, in terms of the impact that's left. There are people who grew up with Bandana. They remember who he was.
Yeah.
There are people growing up with Shatta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what they'll remember is the beef. Nothing constructive. So I feel like you both sort of shortchanged yourselves in that way. But, I mean, coming together as y'all did, it was beautiful. I commend y'all for that. I just wish what other artists would learn from it is that, collaborate more often and from the beginning, because there's no essence in the beef thing. I mean, West Coast, East Coast, we're all in our craft. You know what I mean? The other thing I wanted to talk about, you mentioned a lot about your money. One question, just a yes or no answer. Is your voice insured?
Is my voice insured?
Yes.
Yes
or no?
Is there any company that insures voice?
Yes or no? But see,
No,
fine.
no.
There may not be a company in Ghana, but are you only going to be relevant in Ghana? Where's your vision? You want to be globally relevant. Get an insurance company abroad. Is your voice insured?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Take that seriously. If you're a boxer, your hands need to be insured.
Yeah.
As serious as you approach it, that's as serious as it'll go.
I get you.
But you've struck something that it looks like you. I don't know if it is love for Ghana or definitely you're doing great in Ghana. But is there a broader idea to take over the world?
Yeah, sometimes I don't really tell people how I'll be coming. Maybe you might, before you realize, I might come from the kitchen. What I'm just saying in short is that I'm really working. Like, my team is really working hard. Like, because we have agents all over. I have one of my managers in Jamaica who I'm working stuffs with every time, and we have this new song that is really trending in Jamaica now. It's not really popular, but it's being played on radio. It's called In a Dancehall. It was a compilation. I think Stonebwoy had a tune with Kalado. Yeah, and it's really making waves. Mine is making waves like a lot, and people are getting to know who Shatta Wale is. What I'm just saying is that I was doing dancehall in Ghana, and the typical type of dancehall, but I feel the market here wasn't open enough for that. That is why I feel I need to do what my people want, because I always tell people, most artists see Jay-Z's and stuff and they feel, oh, what Jay-Z is doing, I can do that. And so, hi. But you weren't born in America. When you want to do business, you see where you are coming from. And do your business there, because Mokola very well. You can't go to London and say, oh, you can, do business in Westfield. You might just collapse your business. So I believe where I'm coming from, if I have colleague on Onima, you know, Shukura, then I can say, okay, watch it, be done. I buy to bear, you know. I can use all those things to create music and make money out of it. Like Kakai, for instance, you know. I believe when we're growing up, if you do maybe small boy where you wrong your father small, man Kakaya, you know. So
exactly.
I feel,
I remember that.
you know, yeah, those were the terms I grew up with. So I told myself one day that, you know, why don't you just make, you know, music and let Ghanaians, you know, feel you more. But it's not that we don't have the mind to go, because I believe P Square and them people really stood by their culture.
True.
And that's how come they are being recognized all over the world. You understand me? They didn't do what Usher was doing. They didn't do what Jay-Z was doing. But they really stood by their culture. So I really want people to know that, not that I don't want to move outside Ghana, but I really want to make sure that, like they say, dance a yard before you dance abroad. You know, yeah, you know, you'll be known well in your country, you know, because I can go to America maybe right now if I'm on CNN and I say I'm the #1 artist, and I know that maybe Sarkodie is the #1 artist in Ghana, you know. I need to go there and boldly say, yo, check my, you know, charts, you know, radios and stuff. So I believe we're looking forward to project to the world, but it's, you know, with a gradual process.
You had a manager who many said, like an American president, he would take a bullet for you. But you don't work with him anymore. I'm speaking about Bulldog.
Yeah, Bulldog.
What happened?
Well, to cut a long story short, you know, I do business, you know, and I employ people to work for me. You understand? Like Chris Conner is working for me, Julio is working for me. They have their companies, you understand? But I really want to grow up like a man, I said. So I really need to move with intellectuals, you know, people who really know much about the business. So when you come into my life and you don't really want to listen to me, like Chris is saying, I have my own feelings, you know. I can be in the studio and say, this song, I want it out, you know. And I'll say, no, it's not good, no, don't do that. I say, no, Chris, no, the fans will love this. Let me, I'll put it there.
You put it there.
And before they realize, like, for instance, let me give you an example. You see me and this Yapolo beef. I was recording, you know, Yapolo song. And but forget it. I said, hey, forget it. I'm a soldier. Let me just put. And now the fans are singing it. You know, on a level, I feel, yeah, I have some spirit that is really pushing me. I don't know. That's why I always talk about God in my life, you know, because I believe it has really helped me so much. You know, Bulldog never, like, wanted to listen to, like, stuff that I said. And, you know, he was a man who I met who I found out that he wasn't doing anything when you talk about management, you know. But Chris, Julio are people who I have learned, like, they are people who have learned things from them. You know, there are people that have really studied something from them. But Bulldog was like a brother to me. You know, I was seeing him like a big brother. You know, so, yeah, you know,
so
when
it
we
wasn't
traveled,
business.
Yeah, it wasn't too busy because I was doing business with him, but I found out that he didn't have, you know, them minds to really make us create some money for ourselves. All we're waiting for is shows, and when shows are not coming, we are there, or maybe you know, that kind of thing. But and my boys were working around me, like, you know, my Shatta movement, my boys that started with from Nima, they were like, you know, luring for shows, looking for stuff, and so I felt, okay, cool. Since you don't want to listen to me, you can live like me with you can live with me like a brother, but at a point in time, you know, it was Germany where that's why I found out that Bulldog really didn't want to work, because what they watch was show, you know, go take my balance, bring it, and you were telling me that people didn't want to pay, and I was like, no. You're a manager, act as one, you know. Just tell them, no, this is professional. Give my artist his money and let's play the show. And it turned to a fight.
Anyway, let us not go into the details of what happened, and then we'll.
It's all sad the way he said it, like
okay, I think there's something I also want to add.
No, but I have a question for you. Before you go and add whatever you add, I was coming to you. I have a question for you. When you sit back as a member of the management team and you hear people insulting Shatta Wale here, people saying all sorts, and he is arrogant and he's disrespectful and he's that and that, and even industry, even sometimes his own colleagues saying things about him and all that, how do you feel and how do you respond to that, and what do you tell him to calm him down?
Okay, I think, you know, before I started working with Shatta, or before I got close to him, I had a very different mindset I had perceived him in a different light until I got closer to him to know who he is and the kind of person what is made of. I think over the period I've noticed a lot of people want to say things about him, but one of the things I've noticed is either on hearsay or people don't know exactly what it's saying, or people are
They
not
haven't come too close
yes.
to
And
get to
also,
know
I
him.
think his utterances, we need to realize the fact that there was something I actually learned from him. In as much as I'm a PR person, I always want to deal with things in a very diplomatic way and want to tone down, gag people as and when I can.
Yeah.
It makes me understand this is dance or this is a terrain he finds himself. Shatta Wale or Charles in real life was not like the Shatta on the stage.
Yeah.
You know, so there's two different people we need to realize and understand. Yes, and yet again, I go back to want to make sure I'm able to find a level ground or try to make sure Shatta Wale is tamed. But then, like I'm saying,
Does he need taming?
no, it's you. When I say tame, in my sense that I'm from a very different, you know,
So
I'm from
you
a
think
different
you should
trade.
become
I feel
small.
like yes, it's not like me.
But the
It's-
man says he's a soldier.
no, we are, you know, he's opposite. I'm a very cool guy. He's different. But when it comes to Shatta Wale, I've come to realize there's different things that's working. Different energy, different vibe. He wants to do something as a Shatta Wale. He wants to say something. He needs to go out there, show business. He has to protect his territory. He needs to be the king. He needs to do what he has to do. But when it comes to Charles at home with his wife, with his family, he's a totally different person. You don't expect him to do the same thing. So I think people need to realize at a point it's about the music and the showmanship and things that comes with it within the dancehall fraternity. So it's not to be taken personally and seriously.
Crystal, Ghana Meets Nigeria is happening this Saturday.
Yes, it is.
I was at one Ghana Meets Nigeria, I think 2 years ago, when Shatta Wale came with dogs.
Yes.
I'm sure you remember. I was standing close to the stage. When the dogs came, I moved back closer to the door, just in case if one of them should step out of the chain. And that was when Bulldog was arrested.
Yeah.
There was a bond, a solidarity, some kind of solidarity. I don't know if you experienced that. Have you worked with Bulldog and him before?
I have. This is my 5th Ghana Meets Nigeria.
This is your fifth, so
Yes.
you have worked with them
Yes.
before. What's your take about that separation?
I think every relationship, or most relationships, have an expiry date, and I think unfortunately theirs must have hit its expiry date.
Except
I'm not
marriage.
sure
That
if
one is for better, for worse.
that's why I said some, most. You know, some of them you can actually work past the expiry date. You change the terms, you change the content, the working agreement. And theirs, it's unfortunate, but once they're able to walk away, at some point they both gained from the relationship, and there were both learnings. Whether you said that you didn't learn too much from him, or in terms of what you're learning from your colleagues now, but he made an
Comparatively.
impact comparatively,
Yeah.
yes. But at a point, he made an impact. He was serviceable, so the relationship was mutually beneficial. It's unfortunate, but I'm sure in about 5 years you'll be able to sit down and laugh and joke over a drink.
You know me, I've gone past that, and that's why I want Bulldog to even know that we can still be friends. You
Exactly.
understand me? Sometimes we want to have problems. So Bulldog, do you have that my CD that I left in your car that I should do? But you see, up until now, Bulldog has never gotten over that thing. He goes to places, he wants to show some, you know, and I don't want to go there, you know, because I feel, no, you're my
Do you
big
think
brother.
maybe he was hurt? Because you know Bulldog probably dedicated a lot to you.
Yeah.
Bulldog will be fighting out there for you, burning bridges, you know, and all that for you. So maybe
'Cause
you feel he also feel a little betrayed?
No, I don't think you should feel that way, because, you know, before God and man, Bulldog should understand that people make mistakes. Like, about you see me, I've made certain mistakes that I've sat down to see that, no, okay, I think this thing I said to Chatter House wasn't good. Let me write an apology letter. Okay, let me apologize. Why are you even taking me to court? Let me just let him see that it's not anything with disgrace. You know, let me let the world know that I say I'm sorry.
You are telling the world what you are working on. Let's leave that one. We are working on it behind the closed door. So let's leave that one for another discussion. You say so.
No, you know what I'm just saying is that Bulldog should sit down and go like, oh, Leleng, you know, I made a mistake. While he asked me to go and take this and I didn't take it, and you know, when he came inside, he made a statement. You know, the only statement I made was that, you know, and I don't want to go deep into that, but you know, I made a statement where, you know, like, Bulldog, why are you making these people take us for cheap? You know, that's, and I spoke in Ghana because I knew he was
He would understand. You let's not drag that one too much because he's not here to respond.
But what I just want to say is that he should be able to get over it. You understand? Because I wouldn't say Bulldog hasn't stood for me in certain times. You understand me? He's tried his best to make sure, okay, this is artist. He wants people to see that he's also great and stuff like that. But I believe it's about time. You know, we should be able to meet in a club and, hey, what's up? Hey, Charlie, that's something to be, you know, as mature
we should
people.
move on.
Yeah, you know, but I think he's not moved on, but I have moved on, you know, and I believe in life, like...
Maybe you should just give him a call as a brother. Have a chat one day. Invite him to Michi's bar.
It is not a problem.
You know?
Right now, it's not a problem. You know?
Invite him to the container.
I get the it's very nice.
The container with the situation. Where are we getting tickets for Ghana Meets Nigeria?
Ghana Meets Nigeria.
Are there even tickets at all?
There are tickets, but I got word today that one of the outlets had sold out.
Wow.
So the calls have started coming, the pressure is coming, and tickets are available at Star FM, Live FM, Unibank branches at World Trade Center, Accra Main, and Kokomemle, and Accra Mall.
How much?
Oh, just some coins. Even Shatta can sponsor the whole thing, right, bruv?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
my fans are complaining.
Well, the
fans are complaining that this time is very expensive.
Wow.
But, you know, but I told them that, you know, that's how the system is, you know, they should, you know, try.
Because now they should know renting the conference center doesn't come cheap.
Yeah, I was explaining to some people that.
At all. So we have the upper deck tickets at 150, VIP at 200, and VVIP at 300. And if you call the special number, you get platinum tickets with free drinks throughout the night for a lovely price.
Free drinks there.
Yeah.
Free drinks we like. Shatta, you will get a lot of messages coming in. Lavan C from Kumasi. He sent a message. Let me try to get that one right now. Where's Love? Yeah, Lavan C says, greet my boy Shatta Wale for me. I love his spirit. That's from Lavan C. And then Chris Connie, there's another one. Somebody wants to say, congratulate Chris Connie for cutting his hair. That's from Justin at Charter House. He wants to congratulate you for cutting your hair. Actually, that haircut. Sometimes I see, I think say you won't do kid and play. What kind of kid and play? I'm in the Chris Telly.
I'm branding him.
Oh, you're branding him now.
Because, you know, went to London and the trousers he wore there, I was like, Chris, what is this? Are you playing? What is that?
Togo jeans.
Banana way. Big jeans.
I don't know. Who did you say was wearing Togo jeans in the song?
Oh, I think it was Chris.
And who is Sergeant Lee?
You know, sometimes people read meanings into stuff, but
who is Sergeant Lee?
Sergeant Lee.
Money Trati.
So who? We know you're always referring to somebody. Who were you referring to?
I want to tell everybody that I'm going to bring Sergeant Lee to Ghana Meet Nigeria, so they should watch out.
So people say you were referring to Stoneboy. Is it true?
No, I wasn't referring to Stoneboy. You know, I was just, it's creativity, you understand me? And you know, we have this thing from MTV Base online, and you know, we're voting. I didn't even know. You know, some of the fans were like, "Hey, you know, who is the dancehall don in Ghana and Africa and blah blah." And, you know, Stoneboy was just like, I don't know, he gave me near it for 3 days. One week, so he was promoting it, both for me. I was like, oh no, I just tweeted just once. And I took lead, you know, so I was like, okay, cool. If I have to do this, let me just put this thing in one of my lines for it. But it's music, you understand me? But people take it personal. That's what I mean, you know. So if I say Sergeant Lee, that's you Trati.
No, I'm comfortable.
You know, we had elections where, you know, NDC came on and they were like, don't worry, we are not comfortable. You know, sometimes when you know you're not winning. You know, so it's just part of it's entertainment, man, you know.
When we come back from this break, we'll take a few messages and then we'll try to go into a few more things. I'll find out a few of your favorites and stuff like that. And then we'll go into what awards actually mean to you.
Okay.
It is the Pundits. We're on GH1 chatting with the... Thanks to Chapter 1 Clothing again for my outfit, and I said interact with Chapter 1 Classics on social media and he's gonna hook you up on something nice. Kletos Enchi on Facebook says, Mr. Joe, don't add Mr. to my name, you make me feel old. Joe, tell Shatta that he should come down with some artists who bring their beef to him. And to him, a guy called Nuruddin Umar, that guy is good in terms of stories. Shatta, I hope you know that guy. Shatta Wale Asimfo Sufo is waiting for you. Please call Rude Boy to do a collabo. Jefferson Yakon says, Allah, the Pundits will be massive. It is massive and exciting. He said, money they call me for my brain. Adajie. That's from Jefferson Yako again. Pretty Boy Samuel says, oh wow, tonight will be mega, then a lot of headlines will be generated. No, we are just having fun in the studio, you know. Tell Corporal Chuck to stop hating Stoneboy. Who's Corporal Chuck? That no I will be. Sergeant Lee, Corporal Chuck. Yeah. He says this guy be too much. I hope he'll be nominated for the VGMAs next year. Nick Lotte Collison says, hello GQ, please tell Shatta Wale a day back, good or bad. For life is for life. SM for life. GQ, please ask Shatta if he will perform low tempo with Shatta Michi on the night. Is Shatta Michi coming? Ghana meets Nigeria.
Well, she was like,
never know.
If Empire can pay her, you know.
What are her rates?
She just was mentioning pounds and.
Crystal, over to you.
Yeah, Crystal, you have a problem.
Since you are just coming back from.
She's a new actress, but I don't know why she's very arrogant like
that. She's always welcome.
Nominated for which award specifically?
Oh, like Ghana Music, we nominated as well. We just kind of behavior. Just a new artist, this kind of behavior. Shatta Michi, you have won.
Hello, can I go?
Let's take it to court.
Okay, this one says, my name is Charles Kwesinyako from La Paz. I want Charles Nyama Mensah one day in La Paz to perform live. Please, we're waiting for him live. La Paz, you can just hit the street, block the street, and do something nice for them. Shatta Wale needs to be signed onto Rock Nation and Sony Music, playing alongside Jay-Z, Queen B, Drake, J. Cole, and more. John Bixton said. You know, Chris Boy says this is good news. SM for life, Shatta movement all the way. GH1 TV, I like the show The Pundits, and you know we mean it. And for life is for life. SM for life taking over. Papi Dino, SM for life, Shatta movement for real, Wale sizeless. This one says SM family we're large. That is from Sule Action Terror Isa Nyankpala. Obeng Isaac, I'm enjoying the show. Nice outfit crew. Okay, we hear you. Joseph Coverson says, wow, great. Daniel Gosling Ejekum, this should be on Facebook Live. Hey, wow. Okay. And a lot more. Chops.
Yeah.
It feels awkward. It feels so awkward, yeah?
Is it commercial?
Okay, Nyama, is that better?
Yeah.
Shatta, maybe.
Yeah. Shatta sounds stronger.
I prefer the Shatta.
You prefer the Shatta?
Yeah.
Okay, what do awards mean to you?
Well, I see awards to be something that, you know, really, you know, would one day remember you of, you know, your hard works that you did in the past, you know, and I see them to be something memorial, you understand me? Something you can always sit back and go like, yeah, I did this and got this, you understand? So I respect awards very much, you know. That's all I can say.
So, do you feel peeved that you weren't nominated for the BETs, for instance?
Not at all. Not at all, because I've
Were you hoping you would be nominated?
No, because I already know, you know, I have this problem with Charterhouse, and I feel we've not solved it yet. And, you know, some time ago I was hearing people saying, you know, it was true Charterhouse that, you know, people, because they are the main people who organize our, you know, national awards for us, you know, they have that link. Because, for instance, if anybody wants to come to Ghana and, you know, ask about, you know, how our artists are faring and which awards the most toppers award, you know, they're going to call Charterhouse. So, you know, I felt, you know, since they have that link, there's no way, since I have a problem with them. So I, you know, took my mind off, you know, that side of, you know, my career, because I felt fine, I have a problem with them until we solve it, you know. But all what I told myself one day was that I'm just going to be working hard, you know. And one day I remember I told Obobo, you see, if it wasn't this my problem with Charterhouse, I believe like for 5 years now I'll be picking like Artist of the Year, because I think I'm working so hard that, you know, I need to be recognized. But you see, when I feel the problem is still, you know, pending, and, you know, it's like, you know, you being in jail and they'll tell you come out very soon and you're still there. You're thinking when you come out, you know. I believe some amnesty needs to, come in. Yeah,
Crystal, you know how the BETs works? Do you also believe in that school of thought that Shatta House might have a hand in it for Ghanaians who go?
No, I think Charter House will be a point of reference, as he said.
Could be.
Could be, would be, is a point of reference, but not the sole point of reference. Obviously, there's a lot of things they'll take into account. The traffic, the relevance, the video airplay outside of Ghana, because, again, the BETs are looking for an African artist. So you may be top in Ghana, but how are you outside of your own borders? So I think they would factor all of those things in. And they don't pick one representative from each nation. If they did, then I can say, okay, definitely it would lean heavily on what Charter House would have to say. But as they look for the whole continent, I believe they probably just reference it.
Chris, I mean, you have been in this industry as PR. You've worked with DSTV. You have a lot of international affiliations and all that, even as an individual. Do you also believe Charter House does have a hand in it?
Not at all. I think, from what Shatta was saying, I think we've had this conversation before, whereby, he's mentioned, from what people have said over the period, with regards Shatta House or whoever wins the VGMA, gets to go to BET. But then I think, for me, I've had to discuss this with him, and I've actually had to discuss some of the dynamics when it comes to the BETs. Like Shatta Wale said, it's about appeal and your rotation on the Viacom platforms, from the BET to the MTVs, and also the traffic, your relevance, and also what's your presence on the internet and the scope and all that. But then I've said over the period, I've said to people, sometimes I don't understand why people want to pin it to the fact that it's Shatta House. No. It's not Shatta House making any decisions. I've worked directly with Viacom. I've had to facilitate.
And you have worked with Shatta House.
And I have worked with Shatta House, and I've had to facilitate for people to go to the BETs, like Jay Foley and all those people. So I know what really goes into it, and even the MTV. So Shatta House doesn't have a role it plays when it comes to selection of people within Ghana. Yes, there are some industry professionals which over the period they give them an opportunity to vote and all that, but then Shatta House is not solely responsible for selection for BET.
I'll tell you the truth, Shatta House hasn't got a hand in it.
This
is what I sometimes also think, that, like you rightly said, maybe since the VGMAs is the biggest, from afar they may be watching to see the trend. But if I tell you that they pick up a phone or send an email to ask anybody, I'll swear to you on any day.
But do you know I also have a message where, a link I got to the BET, someone on the board where they select artists was like, he doesn't know Stonebwoy.
At the BET?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that one we don't know about.
Yeah, because I don't believe, listen, I don't believe it's,
but
artists,
once the selection is not made by one person. So
like it's the whole board, members, but that's what I'm saying. There was a board member who was like, he doesn't know who Wizkid was. He doesn't know who Stonebwoy was. You understand me? What I'm just trying to say is that, I believe, we win awards. Like I have so many awards in my own way. I got some from Germany, where, my songs are really rotating.
Yeah.
I have Nigerian artists who come to Ghana because of me. I don't fly to Nigeria to go and meet them, but they come to Ghana because of me. All I'm saying is that I feel I'm working so hard, and I believe that if my country had supported me so much, we would have gotten a better, recognition outside there, rather than we trying to always, push. Because if for instance, Shatta House is not responsible, and other people are responsible for doing this, then they should be very careful.
Why are those other people not pushing you?
Yeah, because they're killing our industry. You understand me? If all the kids are singing Shatta Wale songs, and CNN says, who is your number one artist? And because you feel, Stonebwoy, well, let's push Stonebwoy there. Whilst you know that he's not topping charts, his songs are not hitting the country, he's not making any moves anymore until he comes back again. Like, I believe we should just push it like that, because if you don't think like that, the people outside, I'm speaking like a layman on the streets of Nima. They don't mind them. You understand me?
I get the thought.
Yeah, they're getting that blame.
Did you do a lot of international shows, like perform outside last year in the year that really? Like how many?
I filled up O2 Arena just this last year, October. August or something. I performed in the US, fielding the whole, place, performed with Sarkodie, I've been moving, you understand? But me, sometimes when the cash is not good, I'll move. That's my main problem.
I think Edion had wanted to make another input when Krista asked about, I don't know if it was you or Krista who asked about a projection or what the prospect for the brand is. Yes,
I did.
Yes, I think, it's showbiz and it's business. And what are the pillars we are driving on? Business development, you are looking at pushing the brand to the next level. The sort of affinity, you are looking at making sure if it's CSR you are doing. But one of the things is this, me as a person, you can be saying, okay, brand Shatta Wale, I'm looking at this position, I'm looking at a situation whereby the international appeal is there. It's about doing performances, showing, pushing to the next level. But Shatta as a person, you always need to have that balance. Shatta as a person, it's even when you say show outside of Ghana, it's not about, okay, let me go and make my name. But first of all, it's going to ask about the money. If the money is not right.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If the money is not, that is not right.
So
but you see, I think maybe where your work becomes difficult, I don't envy you at all. It can be very difficult, I can imagine. It's trying to understand, because in my research, I mean, when the student, like you, everybody will be surprised. It happened. See, Miss V, everybody was surprised. Anybody who they nominate, everybody gets surprised. And then you do a little research to find out how come it was this person. I found out that Student Boy performed in about 30 different countries last year alone. Internationally, aside Ghana, about 30 different countries. Like you rightly said, some might not even be for money. Some might be somebody's appearance who just passed through and all that. But you see, like you rightly said, the board is made up of so many different people. Some might not have heard of him, but in one of those 30 countries, somebody who might be on that board might have noticed him. Oh, that was this guy from here, So if maybe his name is also mentioned somewhere, reference, it goes up. How many Ghanaians can mention Shatta Wale enough? It is an undisputable fact that in Ghana, Shatta Wale is king. Nobody can debate that. But like Crystal rightly said, a lot of factors, and I think Chris has also mentioned that a lot of factors go into getting a representation at the BETs, videos, international rotations, appearances. Charlie, the money you've made enough.
But
you've made enough. You've made enough.
But you see, I still...
You have a $1 million house.
No,
you've made enough money. You have 2 Range Rovers.
No, but Bill Gates has not made enough money.
No, but you've made enough money.
You see me, my main mind in this whole business thing is to make money. If awards come, fine, I'm going to pick them. But when I see it's not worth it for me to travel somewhere and just, go maybe waste my money, just go do something, I wouldn't go there, because I feel, I want to go to places where, I feel the opportunities are there. Yes, Amasa is in my industry and we've done it and it didn't help us. So why, as I'm going now, I need to go and like the way Chris is saying, he gets starts for me. Oh, we need to go to this university. I'll ask him, Chris, if we go there, how much would they pay? Because I'm keen on that, because I don't want. I've seen artists travel all over the world and they still live poor in Ghana.
Yeah.
I've seen artists who have who have top charts in Ghana, won awards, done this movement, and they are living poor in Ghana. I don't want to be one of them. I want to be a different person in my world. I want to let the artists or the next generation see me as, oh, he owns this, he owns that. That's his business. Like, despite, he's my motivation. I look at him and go like, wow, he didn't go to school. Is it true? So even class 1, but he has these things, That is how I see myself. So sometimes when saying things like this, I tell Chris, you see, if he even tells me, no, this thing, that it links to the beat, Chris. If it links to the beat, forget. If I win this thing, you can't open an account. I'll say it real, because I feel, we are from a part of the world where, we are not being educated on certain things, and we are not making money for ourselves. So how much more in $5,000 you can carry flight right now, go to Jamaica, go to
Wape Hotel?
Yeah, I'll wait when I have enough. Like recently, when I went to Jamaica or Bulldog, we had enough. At least to chill small.
You display it on social media, we see.
Yeah, you understand me? When I have enough money, I feel when we travel, we're good. You understand? Because I don't want us to, go and live in that life like to impress people. Because me, myself, I don't like to impress people. When I buy a Range Rover, I buy it because it has been my dream. I want to buy it. So how would I work and buy? Okay, play show. Okay, like the problem here, Chatta House.
I know behind the scenes we're working hard to resolve the problem with Chatta House, and but
I'm very happy
for the
because
sake
Ghanaians are not happy.
of the funds. Would you want to be part of the VGMs again? or for your own sake?
It's national. God bless our homeland, Ghana. It's our national anthem. I need to be there.
So you want to be
that's why I've told people, I've apologized so many times. I don't know how, this thing, people want this thing to be done, but me, I would wish we take this court thing out because it's entertainment. I just want us to really live like, because Mr. Jola, that guy got it, but he's like, I find it hard to put it, but he's like my dad. You understand me? So recently I heard he celebrates the same birthday with my dad. And I was like, oh, that's why he's very wicked like that. So my dad's very
He's not wicked.
No, I'm not wicked. But like heart. Yeah, you understand? Because that's how my dad is.
Principled.
Yeah, my dad is principled like that. So I was understanding why maybe these things are like it has not still worked.
So you are willing to go through the process to resolve all the issues, then we move forward?
Anytime tea, my brother. Because my parents are always worried. Oh, Shatta, this year you have to go to region. I say, I can buy a ticket and even go. They don't sack me. Because I feel, we need to just resolve it and make Ghana happy. Because I'm working and I feel I need to work more and, make Ghana proud and, put Ghana on the map. Because I believe, me going to them BTs and things, I believe maybe Shatta Wale is the one who's going to bring the change. Maybe I'm going to sit next to James.
But now you do understand. So if you're saying you want to be a part of it, it means I'm taking it you've now come to understand that if you're a part of it and you don't win, you won't kick lights, you won't get
or if I'm but
you don't win.
But if like Sergeant V who touch me with tea is not eating and I sing my song now I'm being like insane, If I know I have to go there, no win I'll come home like that. Even I'll just
now you really mature.
No,
things have changed.
Like right now, that's what I'm saying. I've understood certain things in my life, and I don't want to go back and go like,
So you do regret some of the actions in the past?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel I'm matured enough to say sorry when I have to say sorry because people do stuff,
That's good. Crystal, Ghana Meets Niger is this Saturday.
Yes, it's
what
this
time
Saturday.
is the show starting? And it's at the conference center before we end up going to the stadium.
Exactly. Ghana Meets Niger this Saturday, 27th May. Doors open 7 p.m. Show start. Come in, enjoy the lounge, move straight to...
Aside Shatta Wale, who else is on the bill?
Haven't you been watching? We have Shatta, we have Davido, we have Fowls, we have Tiwa Savage, we have Manifest, we have B for Bona, we have Lil Wayne, it's just, you know how Empire does. So after launching slowly, people are like, oh yeah, okay, nice, the artist lineup is cool. Then we keep dropping and keep dropping and keep dropping. And I showed them
I saw a new list of acts that are coming on earlier this evening. And I'll be the one to announce them. Also, anybody want to say thank you to?
Yes, we have to say thank you to Tang Palace, to Unibank. Thank you so much. You guys get your tickets from Unibank, get your accounts opened at Unibank. We want to thank... I've
been saving on Unibank for 12 years. They are fantastic.
What's your balance looking like?
Look, we are not poor. There's no Nyama in Ghana.
No, what I'm saying is, what is your balance looking like?
There is no Nyama in Ghana.
He's in a comfortable lead right now. But yes, Papa Cosmetics, everyone has just been amazing. Ghana Meets Niger, it's a long established brand, and we're spreading our wings, we're going global as we have done in smaller steps in the past. But the main thing is get there this Saturday on time, looking your best, enjoy the show, get to voting. You have to follow us on social media, and then if you want your platinum tickets, just dial 0577-619-555. So 0577-619-555, and you get your platinum tickets and they get delivered to you.
Beautiful. Shatta, before we go away, Chris, any final thoughts before we go? Very quickly, because I have something I want to do with Wale before
basically, this is going to be the concert of the year. You are going to see Shatta perform. Taking over. Are you Hosanna?
All
more.
More.
Aside yourself, who is your top 2 dancehall acts in Ghana?
Aside myself?
Yeah.
Oh, my 2 boys, Captain and Nadiself.
Captain and Nadiself.
Yeah, they're like my...
If you were to rank dancehall acts in order of 1 to 5, 1 being the best, who would you put at 1, aside yourself?
That's what I said. You've not heard my boys before they go.
Oh, no, I'm not disputing. So your boys would come at 1, 2, who would come at 3?
Oh, Jupiter, of course.
4.
Yeah. Then 5.
4 and 5. Who will be there?
4 and 5. Oh, maybe I'll give it to Stoneboy.
4 for Stoneboy or 5?
4 for Jupiter, 5 for Stoneboy.
Okay. All right. So your boys will come at 1 to 3.
Count.
His boys are at 1 to 3.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
1 and 2 are your boys.
Yeah.
So who's at 3?
Okay, Jupiter.
Jupiter is at 3. Who's at 4?
Stoneboy.
Who's at 5?
Sammy.
Beautiful.
Comfortable league people.
Yeah. And let us talk about your female dancehall act.
Yeah.
Between Kaki Miss V, who would you go for?
Kaki Miss V. I think I love them both, but between Kaki and Miss V, I'll go for Miss V.
You'd go for Miss V?
Yeah, I'll go for Miss V.
Sarkodie Manifest.
Everybody knows I like Sarkodie. Manifest is my brother, but everybody knows I like Sarkodie.
Everybody knows you like Sarkodie.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
You're trying to create another beef for me.
Oh, no. I'm just asking questions.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Empire Charter House.
Empire.
What kind of a question is that?
Why you don't want me to give me a word? Like you say, okay, money wise. I can go for Empire.
General, we'll have to end here. Any final words from you before we go?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for inviting me here. I think it's been so great. I also want to thank all the people in the industry who's been supporting me, my fans, as well. I just want to tell them I love them so much, and I just want to thank my team, Chris, Julio, Blade, and all my Shatta Wale, my dad, my lovely wife. She's been so supportive, and my son Majesty. I just want to say I love everybody, and I say to Shatta House, I still love them. I love the work they're doing. We should just keep one family and push Ghana high.
You heard him. His name is Charles Nee Amamensa. He is a dancehall artist and one of Ghana's biggest music exports today. And of course, he will be headlining the Ghanaian contingent, leading the Ghanaian contingent at this Saturday's Ghana Meets Niger concert. Of course, Crystal is here representing Empire Entertainment. She's going to be there too, so if you want to meet Crystal, just be there. But she's not available.
Why would you do that?
Why
would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Chris Connie is my brother from another mother. Thank you for coming to the studios. My name is GQ. Thank you for being a part of the show. Special thanks again to Leslie Rude.